Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a back to school makeup tutorial. Am I going back to school? No. I'm way past high school and I graduated university a couple years ago. So I am over that shit and I am not going back. Like I said, back to school. So that's going to be two things. It's going to be quick because who has time to get ready for school in the morning? That's why I have gotten in character. I've got my slicked back hair in a pony because most likely your hair is greasy. And I got my hoodie and my leggings. Basic. So yeah, like I said, who has time in the morning? And second of all, it is going to be all drugstore makeup products and drugstore brushes. Because who has money when you're in school? I know I didn't. So in high school, you're young and you have no money. Simple as that. And then in university, you are paying for either tuition, textbooks, or struggling on the daily to get your Starbucks. Who has money? Who has money to be splurging on luxury products? Not I. So it is going to be a quick and financially appropriate. So I'm gonna go ahead and just skip primer. Because who has time to put on primer? Not us, because we're trying to catch the bus. Two, I also don't have a drugstore primer. So with foundation, I'm going to go in with the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1. So I picked this foundation because it is a foundation and a concealer. Damn it! Why does my battery always gotta freaking die? Okay, change my battery. We don't have time to be changing batteries. We have to go to school. We gotta go learn. Ooh, I haven't used this in a while because it's kind of chunky. Okay, so I'm using a e.l.f. brush. I also chose to use a brush because it's faster. And who has $28 in high school to be spending on a beauty blender? Not me. And also, I don't even think beauty blenders were around when I was in high school. Were they? I don't know. Blend quicker, Caroline. We gotta catch the bus. Girl, I missed that bus so many times in high school. Too many times. Every time I say that I have to catch the bus, it makes me think of that Rebecca Black song. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta grab my bowl, gotta grab my cereal. I met her, by the way, guys. I met her at Coachella. I met her in the crowd at DJ Snake. It was actually really cool. I actually met Drew, Claudia, and Rebecca Black in that crowd. It was wicked. Not gonna lie, I fangirled because I have never met YouTubers before. At Coachella, I met Remy, was the first person I met on day 1. And then I met those 3 guys on day 2. And then day 3, I met Lord DIY, which I like shit my pants about, not gonna lie. There is video proof and I will insert it here if I remember. Oh wait, we are gonna change compacts because in high school we are too poor for Becca, you know? Here, let's do this. A butter bronzer, physician formula. There we go. This is a compact we can afford. And I hope people aren't getting offended that I'm saying that like all students are poor. I'm not saying that, I'm just joking around because let's be real, in high school and university, you don't have a lot of money to spare because either you're working a minimum wage job or you're not even working because you're in school. Please, no one get offended. I'm just making jokes. Next, we're going to skip concealer because we don't have time. Remember, we're catching the bus and we don't have money. Remember. So next I'm going to, oh my god, I'm like treating this like a 5-minute makeup challenge. I'm like, gotta get to school. Next, I'm gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. With this brush. I think I bought this at Winners. It is broken. I hot glued it together. And this is so old. It is so like crusty and dusty. Okay, so I'm just going to set everything we just put down. We gotta stay matte for all our crushes at school, even though they probably don't even give a shit and even know that we're wearing makeup. I feel like I'm just like reminiscing about school right now. Like, and so many things I don't miss. Like Scantrons. Frick Scantrons. Who cares about Scantrons? Not me. Do they even use Scantrons anymore? Next, we're gonna use the NYC City Proof Bronzer. And I'm just gonna use it on this fluffy kabuki brush that I bought at Winners for like $6. You know, because we are students on a budget, honey. You gotta, you know, bronze up that nose, make it look smaller. Remember, high school crush, gotta impress them. Next, we're gonna go into a blush. All these products are so old, they're all like scratched off. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Milani blush in Luminoso. And then I'm just gonna take it on this fluffy blush brush that I got at Winners. I think I paid like $5 for this guy. Baby hair, get behind that ear. Where you going? So this is a really nice corally blush. Make us look youthful. I have crow's feet now. I ain't youthful no more. And I'm like sweating in this hoodie. This was like the worst decision ever. Put a little bit on the nose because it's back to school. We just had an awesome summer, just got some fun in the sun, and got burnt a little. PSA, wear sunscreen. I don't have any drugstore highlighting brushes, so I'm just gonna use this little brush I normally use for my under eye. And I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. I think this guy is like $4 or $5. So we're going to take it on this brush. Whoa, ooh, that's pretty. When I was in high school, no one wore highlight, no one did their eyebrows, and no one wore lashes. I was doing grad makeup for some girls, and I asked people like, oh, like normally I ask them like, oh, do you wear makeup on the daily? Like, what is your comfort level with makeup? And all of them are just like, yeah, I wear a full face every day, lashes and eyebrows. And I'm like, girl, you know what I wore in high school? CoverGirl foundation, like this, rubbed it on my face, lower lash mascara, and a kohl on that inner liner. That is what I wore to high school, and it looked terrible. These girls nowadays in high school, girl, they look older than I do. It's not fair. Everyone needs to go through an ugly phase, and people these days are not going through their ugly phases. They're getting hotter as the days go on. Why couldn't I be hot in like grade 10 to 12? I never wore eyeshadow in high school. Like I just said, I literally splattered foundation all over my hands and put it all over my face. People nowadays are wearing eyeshadow, so I'm just going to take the same bronzer that we use on our face, and I'm just going to put it in my crease just to give our eyes a little bit of dimension. And we're using our bronzer because, remember, we can't afford eyeshadow palettes. Okay, I need to stop making these jokes. Oh, and that was with a Real Techniques brush. Oh, and that brush I used before was Real Techniques. Drugstore. Next, I'm gonna take this Quo brush. You can get this at like London Drugs, like a little pointer. It's like a pencil brush. So I'm just gonna put that underneath my eye. Oh God, try not to poke my eyebrows out. I have to be able to see to take notes, remember? Eyebrows. I'm just gonna use this Essence eyebrow pencil. It's not very good, but it's cheap. It's like $3. So I'm just gonna put this in my eyebrows just to add a little bit of color. I definitely would not, this is so inaccurate. I would never have this much time doing my makeup in the morning. I'm like watching other people's back to school makeup tutorials on YouTube, and they're all like full face glam. I'm like, honey, who has that time? Ooh, I'm just using the L'Oreal Brow Plumper, and I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows and just kind of comb them through because that eyebrow pencil was shit and it did nothing for my eyebrows. Good enough, let's roll. Our mom's probably like yelling at us from the car window saying, get ready, you gotta be in school by now. Okay, so we're just gonna curl our lashes with our dollar store lash curler. No, for real guys, this is from the dollar store and it's the best freaking lash curler I've ever freaking used. Question of the day, when did you guys start wearing makeup? I started in, I think I was in grade 8. I started wearing foundation because I started getting acne and my mom let me start wearing makeup. This was the L'Oreal Paris, no, what's it called? Lash Paradise mascara, and then I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Length on my lower lashes. And then last but not least, lips. I'm going to use this Rimmel Kate Moss. Is it Kate Moss? I made this mistake in a video before. I couldn't remember what it's called. This is in the shade 43. It's just this little peach nudie lipstick. Let's use this Milani Make It Last setting spray. So this is my back to school makeup tutorial for high school and university. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is not even a tutorial, like people do this on the daily. I thought it'd be funny to make this video. But thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to this channel. The big red button is down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!